Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
It would be unfair if we came to the city of glamour, to Mumbai, and did not meet anybody from the Bollywood industry. Today I have with me Zoa Morani, actor Zoa Morani, and she has been generous in terms of donating plasma to help people recover from the COVID-19 disease. Zoa and her family, some members of her family had been tested positive for COVID-19 in the beginning of April. So Zoa, you've donated plasma twice. What drove you to make this decision and what was the process like?
After I recovered from the virus, we read some tweets and some things on social media which spoke about how a recovered COVID patient, if we donate our blood, there are plasma trials going on with which other serious patients who are on ventilators and who need oxygen support can get cured. It's of course a trial that's still going on. So when my sister and me read that, we just thought, maybe we should call. And there were numbers given, like BMC numbers. So we thought maybe we should try and see if we can be of some help. Because obviously everyone is so taken aback by everything, and nothing like being able to be of some help, in this
Right.
time. So we called the numbers that we saw on the on social media, and they were happy to receive us. They said yes, please come. First we'll have a couple of blood tests done just to see if you're healthy, if all your vitamins and like all the various vitals are fine, and then if you are capable to give blood, we'll call you back.
Right.
So I went and we did the whole round of tests and everything, and they called me back and said that you're a universal donor, which is very helpful, as a universal donor can give for all blood groups, give their blood and plasma for all blood groups. So then I went and I did it, and I think it was successful. They tried it on a particular patient, and they told me that because I'm universal, if I come back after 15 days, maybe I can give some more. So we did that. After 15 days got over, they realized they needed they needed the plasma for another really serious patient. Yeah, so they called me. Within 1 hour, they called and they said, "Can you please come? We urgently need it." And my 15 days was over since the last time I gave my blood. So I said yes, of course, and I went and just gave it again.
Alright. And so you, your sister and your father, all three of you tested positive in the beginning of April. What was the entire ordeal like? You realized you have symptoms, you went to the hospital, got yourself checked, and then what was it like going through that entire disease, the entire phase?
Now that it's over, it doesn't even feel real. I don't like, when you look back and think back of everything, it feels like it was some nightmare, some strange dream. But I think I was feeling the symptoms very strongly for a very long time. Like over a week at home, I kept thinking that everything that I'm feeling is matching 100% to what we're reading. So it would kind of worried me, and I think in the last 6 years I had not fallen sick. Thankfully, I had made a very big lifestyle change, as in I used to do Ashtanga yoga at home since 6 years, only healthy food, vegetarian. I took a lot of care of myself, so I didn't really fall ill in the last 6 years. And then suddenly I was so sick, and so randomly, it's so, and then all the symptoms kept matching. So I kept telling everyone at home that, I think it is the virus, but they were obviously scared, and they were like, no, stop talking like that, and they were getting irritated with me, but it was just too obvious to ignore.
Right.
And then of course with each day, when it started getting uncomfortable. It all didn't start together. Initially, it was very easy. It was just a mild fever, a mild headache, which we thought just with popping a Crocin you feel fine. But as the symptoms started increasing, it was a little hard. So then we decided that, now it's getting scary. Maybe we should get tested.
Right. So this disease, although it's almost like a common flu, it's a flu, but it comes with a lot of stigma attached to it. What did you see changing around you? In people, attitudes, anything that you felt has changed a little bit because
Of the stigma.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I'm so grateful, because I do know what you're talking about, and I read about it so much in the news and on TV. But in fact, it's been the opposite with me. I've reconnected with people that I lost touch with in over 10 years. So many work associates. Everybody has been so sweet and generous and kind and caring. People who I barely even know have come ahead and called me or sent messages and shown so much concern and love that was actually I think one of the biggest reasons of my healing. Like I was just bombarded with so much love and attention that it was overwhelming. So when I read stories about the attached stigma to the whole thing, I just thank my stars because I didn't really experience it for myself.
Right. So when you tweeted your picture from Nair Hospital when you're donating plasma, it really got you a lot of attention on Twitter, saying in appreciation for what you've done. It was a good deed, which, like you told us, helped 2 people, 2 very critical COVID patients, recover. So what was that like?
It was actually nothing. Like sometimes you wonder, you get so much appreciation for me it was nothing. I just got a phone call and the Dr. Shastri over there, she's the mother of a school friend of mine.
Okay.
So I knew her from so many years ago, and that's all. She just called and she's like, you're a universal donor, which is very good for us. We don't have to rack our brains searching for the right blood group, in case we have to urgently help someone. So because your vitals are fine, can you please come? And I was like, yeah, okay, I can come. It was all so simple. So when you do something with absolutely zero effort and then you get so much appreciation, it's even more overwhelming, because I was like, I didn't even do anything.
No, of course, we all appreciate what you did. And the thing is, Mumbai right now needs more people like you, more donors like you. So any message that you want to give out to people of Mumbai, people in the industry?
Yeah, I think I read articles about how our blood banks are empty as of now, especially Mumbai, because the cases are really high over here. Even for regular blood, the regular blood banks. So I don't know. I don't think I'm anyone to preach or tell somebody what to do. But I just know that I felt really good. And when the doctors at Nair Hospital received me, they were so grateful that I came to them and decided to give the blood because it was helping them with their trials. That just looking at their faces and seeing how grateful and happy they were just made me feel so good. I was like, wow, all I had to do was get out of my house and come here, and these people are so grateful and so thankful. So I don't know, it feels good to help someone. In these situations we really don't know, everything is so strange and everyone's going through so many emotions. So it just felt really good that I did it. So if you feel like it, you got to take your precautions and go out and give your blood. It feels good.
Right.
Feel happy.
Thank you. So that was Zoa Morani setting an example for people in Mumbai. Go out and donate your plasma if it helps somebody survive this disease. With Swagata Yadavar, this is Sonia Agrawal for The Print.